Good morning. We are here for our mini workshop today, and we are tuning the throat chakra. So if you would like to have a tuning fork, you can apply the fork either side as we clear this really important energy center. So this is where we speak things into being. So when you're wanting to create something new, you're speaking the words and the vibration of those words. So the vibration that we did in the heart last week and the words, the vibration of those words is what actually brings back that particular thing for you. And if you haven't been able to create the things that you want to, or it's slightly out of alignment, it could be the words you're using, the vibration of the words. It could be speaking with not as much confidence as you might need to. So we're going to tune the throat energy center today, and we'd like to take our focus firstly to the back. So we're going to start at the back of the throat chakra, and we're going to work our way forward. So if you can imagine, we're going from back all the way forward. So if you have an intention that you would like to bring about, if there's something that you want to change in the way that you communicate, if you'd like a softer communication, or perhaps something that's more energetic so you feel like you're being heard. So that could be a lack of confidence, you've not felt heard in the past, or you're just not even sure about what it is that you want to say or what you want to create or what you want to bring about. This is the tuning for you. So if you would like to jot down that intention, you can do that now. I'm using again the 174 weighted fork. This is fantastic. We've got the boot on the end. Fantastic for using it on the body. So it does help to balance out any pain that might be sitting in the body. But it's also really good to use in the energy field as well. So you can just use a weighted fork in the field. So for this tuning with the throat chakra, you might want to activate the fork, put the boot on the neck. You can activate the fork, bring it out from the neck or even from the mouth, because this is where that vibration of the throat chakra comes out into the world. So you can do either one of those. So if you don't have a tuning fork, that's okay. You might just like to place your hand either side or on the jawline and just have the intention that the vibration from this tuning is entering through your hands to the jaw or the throat. Okay, so let's get started. Taking your breath in, imagining in the throat center if there's any congestion, any emotions or feelings that are sitting in there. So sometimes anger can get caught here because we can't express it. We don't know how to do it well or constructively. So just taking that awareness to the throat. And we're just starting at the back of the energy center today. So if you want to put your hand back there, or you want to put your fork on the back of the energy center and just feel that vibration. Now our intention is we are releasing any emotions, feelings, or limiting beliefs around communication. And we're starting with the back of the throat, as this is anything that we have put aside, not expressed. It's sort of caught in the back of your throat, if you want to think about it like that. Times where you haven't been able to express yourself fully, it has felt uncomfortable or awkward or even humiliating or embarrassing. So any of those feelings that are sitting in the back of the throat, just activating your fork or just placing your hand on that area. So just breathing in deep. So you might actually feel the throat starting to hurt or a tickle, or tightness. So any sensation like that might start to happen because we're allowing these feelings that we've tried to bury in the back of the throat to be released. So let's start with this intention. I acknowledge and release any feelings of embarrassment, humiliation, or sadness when I couldn't communicate my feelings. So this might go back to childhood, school days, study, work, or any family relationships too. So just breathing in and allowing that energy, the vibration, the emotion to become coherent with this tuning fork. You can place the fork in different places. And if you're feeling this emotion anywhere else in the body, we're just acknowledging that as well. Breathing in, relaxing the breath out. And we're also going to acknowledge that you did the best that you could at that time. Self-forgiveness for any time that you didn't communicate yourself in the way that you would have liked to. And that might be from your own feelings of lacking confidence, or it might be because someone shut you down, you weren't given the opportunity to communicate. So we're starting with the back of the chakra because often people forget about the backs of these energy centers and they just really concentrate on the front. So we're just doing something a little bit different today. So you can move that fork around. If you need to, just move the neck. Just feel where the tightness might be, applying your fork there or your hand with the intention that that is going to release and become more flexible. Just breathing into the back of the throat. Just easy breaths. I acknowledge and release any emotion sitting in the back of my throat that is manifesting as resistance to my clear communication in the present moment. So just holding the fork around the back again. Okay, great. Now we're going to have the intention that this coherent energy that we've been balancing now in the back of the throat is moving forward through the middle of the throat energy center, through the sides, and out to the front. And then we're just going to be expanding this as well. So you might like to hold your tuning fork in front of your throat this time, or to the side, whichever feels best for you. So just having the intention that this energy is now expanding out through the front, out through the sides, either side. And you might feel a little bit of resistance there. So you stay in that one spot. And when I say resistance, it actually feels like there's something, you can actually feel it there, like it's physical. So just taking some breaths. So any resistance that is sitting on the left-hand side of the throat, we're just melting that away and creating some coherence. And you'll be able to rewatch this mini workshop again if you feel like you need to clear more. Each time you listen to it, something new will clear. We'll recalibrate and become coherent in this throat energy center. So just taking some breaths in, relax the breath out. That's great. That energy is now expanding from the back through the front of the throat and out to the sides here. So anything that might be a little bit resistant on the right-hand side, we're now recalibrating that. So just taking your awareness to the right side of the throat, taking some easy breaths in, allowing this energy to become coherent, which is going to help you in your communications here in the present. Okay. So lastly, just taking some gentle breaths into the throat space, just feeling how that is more expanded now. Just see how it feels physically. You might notice that the throat's changed, but some other part of the body might feel a little bit more loose and not as tight as well, because it's never just one center that we're clearing. If there's energy in another center or another part of the body, that will clear at the same time as well. That will become more coherent. Okay, so next week is our last week for this series, and we are going to be balancing the third eye and the crown together. We're going to do those last two centers and then join all of the centers up right at the end of the session as well. So thank you for joining us on this mini workshop for tuning the throat chakra, and we'll see you next week.